Hey, good morning, and welcome to our Monday edition of Talent Talk. I am Ashley Diaz, and with me we have Steve Chung.
Woo!
Good morning.
Good morning,
And
Ashley.
we have Jurgen Robinson.
Yeah. Just a little something different.
And then we have, last but certainly not least, Davina Clardy.
Woo! Good morning. It's Monday. Hey, what's up?
It's Monday, but it feels like Sunday.
It's a sunny Monday. Hallelujah. Hey,
It's beautiful. It's what you've been waiting for, Davina.
yes, it is what I have been waiting for.
Did you guys get out into the sun this weekend?
Yes, we did.
Do
We had
anything fun?
Yes, I enjoyed the sunshine this weekend. We actually, my family, we went down to Portland for the weekend, which was really nice, and it was really hot, and it was great. Yes.
Nice. This weekend actually felt like the first weekend of like summer almost. The sun was out, people were out. It just felt good. It wasn't that rainy weekend that we've been having for like the last couple of months. Every weekend it was great. It's a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a great weekend. I cleaned up a lot this weekend. That was fantastic. So my son was intermittent, but it was nice to see.
How about you?
Sure.
Ashley? What'd you do?
We spent the weekend on the lake. My mom is here visiting from New York, so yeah, we're out on the water. It was
Very nice.
amazing. Finally.
Just stay. Just stay, please, for a while.
It's
Please.
going to.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think
you're going to get your wish
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
Well,
Well, we've got
Jurgen.
yeah, absolutely. Today we've got a in our new formatting, we are trying to make sure on Mondays we're sticking to some level of a real estate topic. And today's topic is actually really exciting because it's a part of what we're doing right now, which is social media engagement. So we have an expert in social media engagement with us today that we're going to be talking about soon. So if you have any questions about whether you're engaged in real estate specifically and you're curious about how social media can play inside of real estate, or you're just kind of curious about social media altogether, like whether you're inside of real estate, outside of real estate, and how it can apply into either your life, your business, etc. Go ahead and think on those questions, and you can put them in the comment. We'll actually put those in. We'll ask them for you because we want to give you the best value available. How's that for you? Yes?
Sounds great. Great.
So leading in on that, we always have a trivia question. And Davina, you have our trivia question, don't you?
I do have it. Actually, there's a couple of trivia questions today. A couple of the major platforms that most people are familiar with are Facebook and Instagram. And so our trivia questions today relate to both of those social media platforms. And here is the first question. And I don't know the answer to this question. I should know the answer to this question, but so it says Facebook has more than how many small businesses around the world using their Facebook pages? So how many small businesses around the world are using Facebook pages? Facebook has more than blank small businesses around the world using Facebook pages. So is it 3.1 million, 10 million, 80 million, or 1.3 billion? So
Is it all of them? All of them? Is that an
answer? Facebook has more than blank small businesses around the world using Facebook pages. So these are Facebook business pages.
It's got to be billion.
So
it's got to be.
How many small businesses around the world are using Facebook business pages? Okay. And then the other question
We don't
is
have these in the banner. This one in the banner, but go ahead.
And that's fine. But this is actually a really this one's gonna know the answer to this one. How many people use Instagram? Okay, you guys don't Google this. Okay, how many people use Instagram? Do not cheat. Is it 3.1 million? Is it 250 million? Is it 500 million? Or is it 1 billion? How many people use Instagram? Jurgen, I think you probably will look at the questions and then say, oh, well, I know Christy, so I can kind of figure this one out.
No, on this one, she is not done that. But I do have a feeling that because I knew what the TikTok number was, and I knew TikTok was about half of what Instagram was in about a year's time. So based on that, I feel like I know the Instagram number.
Yeah. 130 million, 250 million, 500 million, or 1 billion people use Instagram. So, all right. So put your answer in the comments and let's see who's going to get that one right.
Yeah. And you know what? It looks like Steve ended up dropping off by mistake here. I'm saying by mistake.
Not his mistake. I think his computer kicked him off.
Yeah. What did he say to his computer? So, you know what? Even before Steve normally does the updates at this time, I can tackle him real quick. But even before we get into the updates, you know what? We have a couple of birthdays to wish happy birthday to. Very first and foremost is man in the back end, Christy Salcedo. Happy birthday!
Our woman in the back. Did you say man in the back end?
You know what? Manning the back. Oh. She's womaning the back.
She's personing the back.
Oh my God. Happy birthday, Christy.
Happy birthday.
Donna thinks 500 million. I don't know.
Hey, guys.
Hey. We also have Ikea guy is celebrating her birthday today. So happy birthday, Mikea.
Happy birthday.
And there's a special one in the Clardy household, right?
Yeah, my mama's birthday. She's 83. And so, yeah, she's special lady. So happy birthday, mama. Happy birthday, mama.
It's like soup can and a thread. All right. So we can get to our guest who's hanging out. I'll do a quick thing on the updates so we can run. Actually, you know what? We'll just do a quick introduction because the updates, I think we started moving to the end. So, you know what? Today, who we have with us is a special gal. She has been doing this whole social media thing for I don't even know how long. We're going to find out specifically, but she's working with West Communications. She's a part of which is a part of WFG and company. She is focused on helping to empower real estate brokers and other affiliates with knowledge on how to really get engaged in social media to help their business. She is she is not an instructor who comes in and tells you what to do. She gets hands-on every single time. And anytime you sit with her, you not only learn something, but you do something that is going to engage what you're learning right now. So every time you walk away better than you started. And since we'll ask a few of the other things on these, and that's an execute workshop, you know what, with no further ado, I am going to introduce to you Wendy Lunt. Hey, Wendy.
Good morning, everyone. What a fun way to get introduced. I love it.
Hi, Wendy.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my gosh.
Clardy, Davina, good morning.
Good morning.
It's backwards day.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. So is there a question? Was the question, how long have I been doing this?
Yeah, I mean, a little about West and what you do and how long have you feel like you're an old hand at this.
I don't know about that. So first of all, I had to join Facebook years ago when my teenage daughter said, "Mom, it's time to get on Facebook." And I was resistant, like probably just about everybody else in this call, until I realized how much of a connection it is, and how it can change some of that, take that online, offline experience and make me more connected to people. When we first got started, we all thought Facebook was going to like become a screen and disconnect us. So it's been a long time. I don't know the exact year, but what is West and what do I do and why am I here? Well, West is a company that was actually developed by the CEO, Pat Stone of WFG National Title and Williston Financial Group. And so what he noticed is he's always looking for where is a solution needed and there's a problem that's blocking. And he felt like the big problem in real estate is that there's just so much coming in. Do you guys agree? Like all of the tech, all of the solutions, all of the marketing, you should do this. And it's kind of like Squirrelville, like all these things I should be doing, but what's really true? And so he put together a team of us, which I'm a marketing tech director, to quiet the chatter, to vet through what's really out there that's going to work for real estate agents and bring it to the forefront. So my whole job and my whole career is focused on real estate brokers, marketing, and tech, and making you all successful. That's how we win.
Yeah.
You know, and here's one thing is that you don't come to this from the outside saying, oh yeah, let's just bring Wendy in because, you know, she might be able to get a hold of marketing. You actually have lived into what we're doing on a couple different sides. You want to talk about your
journey
and why you're qualified?
Well, thank you for asking that. Absolutely. 1999, long time ago, I decided to get my real estate license. I used to be a school teacher. We moved from Idaho to Washington. My daughter was going through some health problems. We needed it close to Children's Hospital. So I dropped my education career and dropped into Washington and said, what can I do? Because I still love people, but what else can I do? And real estate called my name. And so I got into real estate, absolutely loved it, crushed it, and then realized I wasn't balanced. And I know, I'm sure all of you are balanced, right? But I was not balanced. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right. And so I was actually voted out of real estate by my family and into, yes, I got voted off the island.
I think I misclosed.
Are you? Well, so my first 8 months, I sold 35 houses. And so if you can imagine, I had no parental, no husband, no wife life, all of that. And we're a very close-knit family. So that's why they voted me off. I was offered a position at a title and escrow company where I could still help people do the thing that I wanted to do, which was home ownership and grow their own wealth. And so instead of being a real estate agent helping this many people, I was a title rep helping this many real estate agents help this many people, right? So I kept growing. And then when this opportunity came along, Pat Stone said to me, what if you could help this many title people, help this many real estate agents, help this many people with home ownership? I said, I'm all in. So I've done the journey. I've done real estate. I've been in the title and escrow side of things, and I'm definitely in sales, and I'm a natural marketer. Why am I that? I love human behavior. Like, why do people do what they do? And if you can figure that out, then you can work backwards from the solution and you can market to them. And more than that, you can just figure out what your brand identity is and be open to the people that would be drawn to you in your business. So that's kind of my story. It's a long journey. 1999. Yeah. Whew.
There's a song about that year. Someone. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
We'll sing it later. We'll TikTok it later.
Oh my gosh. All right. So who has another question? That's great. So Jurgen, did you have a question for Wendy?
I kind of had,
go ahead, Ashley.
Sorry. Just talking about TikTok and doing a video later. Maybe this kind of relates because I have not jumped on the TikTok bandwagon. I've had a hard time with it. But is there a platform that you think, is there a platform that you feel is currently undervalued?
Undervalued. Well, I will say that I don't see TikTok as a real place for real estate because it's going to take a long time for that audience to graduate from middle school and then high school and then college and then buy a house. But it is fun. I think it's a really enjoyable thing. I also know that Instagram and Facebook will gobble that up, and pretty soon there'll be TikTok-ish things happening on Instagram and Facebook. Just like, do you remember that thing called Snapchat? Remember Snapchat?
Yeah.
Well, that's stories. That's stories on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So everything is going to integrate. So what's undervalued? You know, that's a really good question. It all depends on each individual broker's audience.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't just say everyone should be on, because it's not, I mean, we all have different, varied audiences. But I guess I would say the most undervalued would be stories. Stories. I don't think people are using stories enough yet. And stories are the behind the scenes, the IRL, the in real life. And that's what consumers, and I'll call them consumers because they're consuming, buying, selling, investing in real estate. Let's just call them consumers, even though I know they're people. That's where they're going first, and that's where they're engaging the most. And it's a one-to-one conversation when they engage, instead of them feeling like they have to say something very coy or very clear because they're being viewed by the whole world. They can just reach out and just say, Ashley, oh my gosh, you're staging a house. Tell me a little bit about, what does that mean? So you can have that one-to-one. So I think stories is not used enough yet.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like
Good
stories
question.
is a full-time job though. So I don't know. We're gonna have to get together later and
Okay.
Yeah.
We can talk more about stories.
Well, that's going to feed well into, what we're going to end up talking about is, may as well jump over, because part of the reason, in addition to your expertise in social media, I mean, and it really is very broad. And I love it because social media, I was kind of kidding when I said you're old hand, but I don't think anybody's ever really old hand in social media because it changes so quickly and technology continues to change so quickly. So I love that you stay current and on top of things. So you're going to start a series with us online on Thursdays, 10 o'clock, I think on the first and third Thursdays of the month. We've got our first one coming up here on the 30th of next week, next Thursday. And it's going to be covering, what is that covering? It's something different and kind of cool.
So I really want to help you with your digital authority. Let's just think about that for a second. You are a real estate broker. People come to you with their biggest asset, their money or their house, and they want to make sure that you are a viable real estate broker, that you are popular in the world of real estate in a way that if you put their house in the market, people are going to pay attention, right? And so what do? They Google you. 93% of the people in the United States use Google as their search platform. So let's focus on that part of what we're doing right now, which is Google My Business. So some of you may have set up a Google My Business a while ago, and it's not a crock pot. We all think we can just set and forget. But I will tell you right now, the number one thing you can do to create and to causate digital authority is get your Google My Business set up, and then take my next two courses that follow. The first course is just like the set. We're just going to set it up. Then I'm going to take you through a series of 2 more courses that will help you learn what activities you can do. And if your eyes just roll back in your head like, oh my gosh, you had another place to pay attention to, let me just reel you back in just one quick second. Listen to this. If Facebook is a planet, Instagram's a planet, LinkedIn is a planet, Twitter's a planet, Google is the galaxy, you guys. Google's the number one place that you should be. You should be posting on Google My Business. You should be putting photos of your listings, your community. You should be geotagging those so people know where you work. You become hyper local. So the things, and you should be adding all of your products so you can start marketing to people when they are referred to you and they haven't met you yet. They meet you digitally first. So those are the things that I'm going to work on with you. And I'm not just going to throw like something at you and say, go get it done. I'm going to workshop style you. So when you come to my classes, it's kind of like we're going to do push-ups and you're going to get stronger every single time. We're going to do it together and then you're going to keep doing it. So if you had to do something, would you want to cover the galaxy or just one little itsy bitsy teeny planet? I think the galaxy. So that's what we're going to be doing.
I'm in.
Awesome.
Good.
This is
So
really
good.
good. So for those of you that are listening, I think Wendy's is sharing some secret sauce here that a lot of people are not really aware of in the in regards to the direction we're going. And Wendy, you also attend the Inman conferences, and you get some insight on what is trending and what we need to pay attention to. So listen to Wendy, because she knows what she's talking about, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I do have a question, and I know we kind of got a little head too on some details of some specific platforms, but what is the first thing that you think an agent should do if they're just afraid of social? It's like getting a new cell phone. Like, I don't even I still have a flip phone. I mean, how do you help encourage an agent, that might just still be on that edge of not really grasping the social media or the digital platforms? What should they do?
First, I think I love this question. Okay, so Davina, for the first thing I think you need to do is say, who is my audience? Okay, so your audience is like, who do you want to be in front of so that they can remember, they have top of mind that you're a real estate broker and that you can help their mother-in-law or help their sister or sell them a home or help them buy an Airbnb, whatever it is. So who is your audience? So first think about that. And then ask yourself this question. If I know this is my audience and I can do something that I'm uniquely qualified to do, which is to guide them through their real estate journey so that they don't get schnookered by someone else, right? That I'm the person for them. My question for you is this: why aren't you talking to them? Right? And so when I say, why aren't you talking to them? I mean, why aren't you engaging with them in the place that they want to talk to you? So figure out who your audience is and then figure out where they're at. Your audience might be on Instagram, or they might be on Facebook, or they might be on LinkedIn. Like, where's your audience? And then start engaging with them. And the first thing I would do, especially if you have any kind of preconceived ideas around that channel, or you're maybe fearful of what you're going to say, start with listening. It's so much better than going out there and bloop, just saying something and throwing it against the wall to see if something's going to happen as a result of it. It's better to go on and listen. So go to Facebook, go find these people who are your clients, your future clients, your audience, and listen to what they're saying, and then engage. So you start liking their things, you start commenting on their posts, and then they'll start seeing you come to top of mind. What did we do back in 1999? We sent postcards, we sent handwritten cards, we did phone calls, we did pop buys. Guess what? This is the same thing, but now it's digital and scalable, and you can do it from the convenience of your car, your home, your listing, wherever you're at. So that's where I would start. I hope I answered your question. I get a little passionate about that. But it's not, I don't want you to cover all bases. I don't want you to say, I've never done social media, so therefore I'm going to go set up a Twitter, a TikTok, an Instagram, a Facebook, and a little. And then what you'll do is, as soon as it's all set up, you'll be like, this is overwhelming, and I'm never going to say anything or listen or engage. I'd rather you pick one, listen, engage, start seeing what people are talking about, and then you'll organically come up with something that you need to share. So that's what I got.
That's good. So basically participate in your relationships, right? Okay.
Yes.
Got it. That's good.
Yeah. Ashley, you have another question?
Yeah, okay. So is there any, this is kind of opposite of what you're just saying, I feel like, because you want us to concentrate on one, but maybe none of those are working for you. Is there an emerging platform or trend you feel that people should pay attention to?
That's a good question. I would say the emerging trend is search, because, well, do you know what the order of search engines are? Does anybody know what first, second, and third search engines are in the world right now?
You can guess.
Google,
YouTube,
Facebook.
Okay, I heard all three of them, but guess what? They switched orders just recently. So Google's still number one on search. Facebook is the number 2 search engine in the world. Wow, what does that mean? People are actually going into Facebook and using that little bar above to say real estate agent near me, open house near me, putting an address in there. And then number 3 is YouTube. So if you are right now saying, I need to catch up and I need to figure out where to go, I would make sure that you're on those 3 channels. And by the way, Facebook owns Instagram, so Instagram will be up there next. But I would make sure, emerging wise, I don't think very many people are really paying attention to Google, Ashley. I think that's a really great question. And it's the big galaxy in the world, right in the room right now. And if you're not paying attention to it, you can do this one exercise as soon as this call is over. Go to Google, type in just your first and last name, nothing else. And if you do not organically show up on the first 10 citations, the citations are the things that show up in order. If it is not you every single time, ask yourself why and what do you have to do to get there? We are not paying attention. And you know what else we're not doing on search? We are not being consistent with our nap. Not the nap that you want to take after this, but your name, your address, your phone. If you do not have your name, address, and phone number consistent across everything that you have on the internet, you are actually making it hard for search to display your citations. So you might be like Joe Realtor on one site and then Joseph Realtor on another site. Guess what? Google is black and white. So not the same person, not the same business. Can't do that. A STE for suite or spelled out suite, 2 different places. Not the same. You guys have got to get that cleared up. We all have to get that cleared up. So after this call, Google yourself and then fix your nap.
So good. I hope you guys are taking notes out there.
Well, if they're not, they actually have an opportunity to get Wendy live, right?
Yes.
So yes. I think
I'll be coming live through your Google My Business series. And after that, I know that you and Jurgen are choosing which next courses, because I don't just stop there, but that is the foundation for sure. And then depending on how things go, we could possibly have some other breakouts or one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, no, it's a great class list, and I'm truly excited about it. And welcome back, Steve.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All this good stuff. I've been to several of Wendy's classes, and I always love Wendy's classes. I always come out with something, just really good, useful information. So I'm excited to have these classes up. Thank you, Wendy.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. I love having you in class too.
Yeah, here's a little bit of a different question. I mean, there's so much going on inside of social media, and with your position, you've had an opportunity to speak on social media, not only locally, but on more of a national, broader level on this. Mm-hmm. And so there are people that actually look to you to help them understand what's going on and what to pay attention to. When you're going through and who is it that you pay attention to with what's going on?
That's a really great question. I look for influencers in my own market. So I am on my feeds checking like which real estate brokers are actually putting out content that's getting engaged with, because I'm more of a student of what's working versus, how do I make something my strength? Instead of you trying to figure out how you can get really strong at something, let's see what's working and then let's duplicate that. So I do watch real estate brokers. I also pay attention to what Davina mentioned earlier, which is Inman. So if you're not subscribed to Inman News, they put out 2 articles or 2 posts a day with multiple articles of things that are trending, and you want to see what's trending. That's a great place to go as well. I'm also part of a really great group of other people across the United States that do what I do in marketing and tech at West. And so I'm on Slack with that group as well. And then I can also go to, and if you're interested, we have a website collectively. So we've put our brains together and we have a website called themodernDayAgent.com. And that is a great place to get information about what you should be doing, because we all work with top producing brokers and teams across the United States. We share our case studies and our insights, and we stay current. So that's another great place to go.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And you see that it's in our in the comments. So themodernDayAgent.com. So I just real out of curiosity had asked about, you said case studies. So do you have any case studies that come to mind on some success stories, some rags
I
to
do.
riches, or I don't know?
I do actually. I do. I have. So one of the things I know a lot of people are, I don't know if I want to use the word fearful, but they're just apprehensive about is video, right? Like if I could see everybody's faces right now, I'd be like, yeah, I hate video. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I don't know what to say, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Every day that you're talking to someone, you're on video. You're just not being recorded. So I have a rags to riches. I had a real estate client in her late 60s, came to one of my classes. I said, we're going to use this new platform. It's called QuickPage. You're going to make a video and you're going to send it to someone. You're going to ask them to review you. Because she came to this class wanting reviews. And she slammed her hand down. She goes, I don't do video. And I walked over to her desk and I slammed my hand down. I said, but will you try? And she's like, okay, fine, I'm going to try it. So I send everybody out of the room to make their, 17-second, 25-second, whatever, really short video asking for a review. We come back to class. I get her to send it, even though she hated it. We did a second one. By the time we came back in the room for the second one, she had a review. And this is someone that she'd asked for a review multiple times. And this person was like, absolutely. And why? Because they saw her eye to eye. They heard her voice. They had that experience as if they were really there. So rags to riches, she's now all over social media, doing videos, connecting, getting listings, getting re-engaged with people that she wasn't engaged with because she was afraid of video. So there's one of my rags to riches.
Awesome.
Second one, and I'm pretty passionate about this Google thing. So I had a real estate broker from Edmonds come to my courses. The ones that I'm going to do for you, she'd had a set and forget Google My Business page that she set up 2 years ago and never did anything with it. Came to my courses, went through, did everything I asked her to do, called me freaking out a month later, and then sent me some screenshots. Her engagement on Google went from Google showing her page, her Google My Business page, to the average of 2 people per month, to she had 396 views and 1 listing call in 28 days. So she had over 400% increase in engagement. And the majority of those were not people, only 8 of those turned out to be people searching for her specifically by name. The rest of the search was all about her products, her services, her location, and her what she did for a living.
Wow.
So good.
So that's a good one.
Wow.
So it's really like common sense here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about getting in action.
Mm-hmm.
We learn things all the time, and they just either sit in a desk or in a drawer, or we don't apply.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we are looking forward to seeing some more of Wendy in our workshops that are coming up. And for you, Wendy, if anyone wants to, get more information about just about West and what you do, how should they reach out?
Great question. So I do have wendylunt.com. So it's LUN as in Nancy, T as in Tom.com. No D. I guess that was dropped years and years ago on Ellis Island. So you can check me out there. You can also click to connect with me there, which will send me an email, and I'll reach back out to you. Also, I work with my sister company partner for WFG National Title, Cindy Shingledecker, and she has access to me and my calendar. I'm a resource back to her and a resource to you and your brokerage as well. So if you just want to shout out to Cindy and see what's going on and what I have coming up, that'd be great. I will tell you that I've just pivoted. I don't know if all of you have been making small incremental pivots as we go through our work from home time. I started out very broad, wrote a lot of content, been teaching a lot of open classes. I've pivoted to closed groups, which is what you are. And I'm focusing now on these brokerages and these brokers that I feel will take what I'm teaching them and really, really utilize it. So I used to be able to say, go to wendylunt.com and you'll find all the classes you can find. Now I'm very focused. So I don't have a lot of open ones, but when I do, I can even have Cindy let you know if I have something that's trending, that's open besides, but you guys are bringing me in. So
Yeah.
I think you're going to get all the good stuff.
We got you locked up for a little bit here. So
You do. You definitely do.
yep. Well, we're just hitting 9 o'clock here, and you've been really generous with your time this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, and also, Donna did say hi on the comments earlier too. So
Hi, Donna. I saw it pop up. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be messing around while I'm talking. There
all
she is.
right.
Good. Hi,
There we go.
Hi there. Yeah.
All right. So for our Facebook family and Instagram and whatever platform you're watching this on, we will let you know when Wendy will be providing a class, and you can be added in by invitation only. So so keep a lookout on when those classes are coming.
Well, actually, the first in the series is coming up here on this coming Thursday, not this coming Thursday, not this week. Next Thursday, I guess I should truly say, at 10 o'clock.
Yes. Ooh, I'm very excited about that one. Do you want me to tell you what that one's about?
Yes, let's refresh that one.
So we're going to do something that's going to get you on social really fast if you haven't been there, or if you've been there and you're bored of all of the listing videos and you want to make yours stand out. We're going to do a 59-minute course. And once you sign up for it, you'll get a response with these are the things you need, but you'll have to have a screen recorder on your cell phone. You'll have to download Google Earth on your cell phone, and you'll need a Canva account on your computer. So we're going to take this recipe and mix them all together and make a dynamic from outer space down to your listing, cool video that you can use when you're launching a listing. Or if you want, you can also use it to go outer space down to a community and walk around the community and talk about that, why people want to live there. So that's what we're doing. First class, the 30th, 10 a.m. And you'll want a cell phone and a computer ready to go because it's going to be fast and furious and a lot of fun.
And Google Earth is free. Canva, free.
Yes, free. Digital screen record on your phone, free.
Yeah.
Equals priceless videos. Does that sound like an ad?
Sounds like it's out of this world, actually.
I love it, Davina. Oh, good. Someone said so exciting.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Wendy. If you wanna hang out, we're gonna continue on with the rest of our agenda here and close it out in just a couple minutes. But I know that you are working from home and busy, so you don't have to stay on, but we appreciate your time.
I am working from cabin, actually. Thank you. I am going to have to bounce off. Can I do a quick little shameless plug?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You should check out my house. It's on the market. It's beautiful. It's in Gig Harbor, and it's I put a website together, gorgeousgigharborhome.com. If you want to see where I used to live, where I live right now is in my cabin. So Thank you, everyone. I'm excited to help you move your businesses forward. And until I see you, be really good and safe and take care of others.
Yeah. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Always get a lot of information.
Yeah.
So refreshing. Yep.
Well, you know what? This brings us right over to the to kind of get things wrapped up before we get to the trivia answer. Now, hey, Christy, do we have the answers for both or just for the first question?
So we have right now the answers ready for the first question. So Facebook has more than blank small businesses around the world using Facebook pages. Is it 3.1 million, 10 million, 80 million, or 1.3 billion? All right, so the results are in. Ooh, these are pretty split. All right, so majority voted for 10 million, but the answer is ready?
Sure.
We're ready.
All right. All right. Facebook has more than 80 million small businesses around the world using Facebook pages. which only means you have to take Wendy's class because you don't want to fall into that sea of 80 million businesses and you want to stand out. Don't miss out on Wendy's class because you got to get those eyes on that page, and we're going to teach you how. And then for the second trivia question, which was a little bonus trivia question, obviously I love social media, so I had to throw in an extra one. So let me get this question up for you. Sorry, guys, I have 30 billion tabs. All right, let's go. All right, how many people are using Instagram? So is it 130 million, 250 million, 500 million, or a billion? You guys ready for the answer? Because I can give it to you.
Can I take my guess?
All right, go ahead. You take your guess.
Okay, if I remembered right, the answer had been in about a year, TikTok had about 500 million, which was about half of Instagram. So I believe it's a billion.
I'm thinking a billion.
And you are correct. It is.
Holy moly.
Really?
Yes. 1 billion users.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Shannon.
What's up, Shannon?
So yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Imagine.
Wow.
So much potential, so many eyes, guys. We got to get on it.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Learn.
It starts today, but we got the next class on Wednesday. No, Thursday. What am I saying? What am I saying?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, right?
The words matter.
But we do have a class on this Wednesday.
Yes, we do.
Ooh.
So we do have some updates real quick, Steve, right?
Yes, we do. So that leads us into our updates and events that are coming up actually this week. So tomorrow we actually have a review, a book review coming out by Jurgen. He's going to be talking about Positive Greatness book review, Raving Fans. Is that what it is?
Yes, Raving Fans.
Raving Fans book review. So stay tuned for that. And on Wednesday, the Raving Fans, there it is. Yes, thank you, Jurgen. Wednesday, we actually have our business meeting for all our John L. Scott family. Just a reminder that we actually have a change. So we're moving our business meeting from 9:30 up a half an hour to 9 o'clock. So 9 a.m. is our business meeting this Wednesday coming up, followed by at 11:30, our listing workshop. We're going to be talking about our JLS listing launch. So getting your home market ready, everything that it takes, and making sure that we launch it, and going through the steps to really maximize the sale and the way, kind of maximize the sale, how much money we can get, and doing it in the quickest amount of time. So that's what we're going to be talking about in our listing launch this Wednesday. Thursday, or actually Friday, we have our market update, which comes out. Jurgen and Davina is always giving us the open houses, new listings, and what's going on in the market. So the market update. Then we also have Forms Friday that comes up. This week we're going to be talking about, I believe it is the escalation addendum. So that will be a good one. Facebook Friday is also here, where we bring in someone from outside to talk about how to help build our business and what's going on in the market. So stay tuned for that. And then next week we have Wendy Lunt, which we talked about. She's going to talk about social media and bringing in a super cool video from outer space right down into where you are or your neighborhood. So I'm excited to see Wendy. We also got Jumpstart going on Tuesday this week. So if you're looking at getting like an overview of what's going on or how to think about getting into real estate, this is a great class to tune into. It's every Tuesday for the month of July, and it starts at 5:30 and goes to about 7 o'clock. So
yeah.
All right, you guys, that is your news and updates for the week.
Jam-packed week.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, you know what? It feels like that song should be playing again. Now it's time.
Don't do it. We should just have Chrissy go ahead and make us it. an outro with an outro.
We need to just, I like, you know what?
I can create an outro.
Yeah. Wendy was, a couple times she mentioned 1999, and that song is just going in my head right now. So,
Is it Prince?
Yeah, absolutely.
are you asking
How
the
can you say that with a question mark?
Well, I'm saying it's Prince. It's Prince.
And also just want to just say again, Christy, birthday. She's got the birthday glow going this morning. She is a year older, a year wiser. Golly, I'm holding up to your mama, girl. That's crazy.
Amazing what a day does, huh?
I know. So,
yeah.
But
and also now would be a great time to say how grateful we are for you. So thank you.
Yeah.
And happy birthday.
Oh, you did.
We are really grateful for you, Christy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're just gonna have me crying on camera.
We're gonna make it as awkward as possible.
Perfect. What time's the rule?
All right.
Now we have a Christy trivia
All right,
question.
guys.
We should have.
I know.
A surprise trivia question.
That's right.
I have to guess Jurgen's answer.
Oh, you don't want to go down that.
No.
Stay off that path.
All right. Well, time to bring it to a close.
Yes.
Yeah. Want me to take it away?
Yeah. I guess just out closing, I'll just have a final word on my side is glad to be here, proud to be a part of a wonderful team and have this group. Yeah, I'm pointing to you and you and you and you. Yes, Jurgen, Steve, Christy, Ashley, Don in the back, Amber in the back, our whole team. Kelsey had a birthday on Friday. She's part of the team. Riley is there. I mean, like our entire team is just so amazing and precious to us, and we're just very thankful just again to just be here today. So that's
and the family of brokers. Everybody is in on this together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
Right,
then
you
you know
guys.
what we do is we always wrap on with a big be bold, right? So everybody has an opportunity to say it, and I'm just looking for the banner, which is right here. Ah, there it is. And so, who wants to count? I can count it out. How's that? You ready?
Ready?
On 3, everybody together. 1, 2, 3.
Be bold.
Be bold.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for joining.